Basically, my family line came from China, came from Malacca. I mean, Singapore is a country with mixed cultures. It's practically a hot pot of culture. And that is our strongest identity. That's how I feel. And I'm a true blue Singaporean because of them.
I came from Medan. Both my parents came from Medan too.
My family's from the Philippines and I'm in Singapore and I love it.
From India when we came here, and then when we started here in Singapore, the country was poor, we were poor, I was poor. And then over the years, as the country grew, so did we, parallel to how the country grew and my family and we grew.
I'm born in Singapore, so are my parents. They're also born in Singapore. My grandparents they came directly from China.
I'm a Singaporean and of course I'm from a family of migrants. For my father, he's from Hong Kong and he was born in China, Guangzhou.
Basically, government has done a very good job in giving us a sense of homeliness. In terms of security-wise, we feel safe.
My national service was quite a good experience because I get to meet a lot of people from different walks of life.
My grandfather, he's Thai Chinese and he came from Guangzhou also. And we do have a very interesting family book. Basically, it dates back all the way my ancestry back to the Ming Dynasty. Chronics about how my family have moved from the central province of China all the way back to the coastal city, which is Guangzhou, and eventually to Singapore.
I sometimes wonder, and I thank God that my father came here and that I am here, and everything is here. This is where my home and my heart is.
Race doesn't matter in Singapore, which you can see is evident in the time in our time, and I feel that it's very important to maintain this relationship with one another.
Singapore has given me a lot of opportunities professionally and personally as well.
I am thankful that I am, living in Singapore.
Of course, I'm loyal to Singapore. I've served the army. I finished my reservist. Okay, but I would say as and when if the country needs us, we'll be there.
Even though my ancestor came from China, I still feel that I'm a true Singaporean.
We're blessed. Life is good.
Majulah Singapura.
Majulah Singapura.
Majulah Singapura.
Saya cinta Singapura. I have to learn to figure out what that means.
My family come from China.
I'm Thai and a bit of Chinese.
I came from Myanmar.
They came from China.
I'm Thai.
I was born in China.
I'm a Malaysian before.
My ancestor came from China.
I'm from the more rural part of Taiwan. It's not as city modernized.
I born in Johor Bahru.
I came from China.
I'm a permanent resident in Singapore.
Everything was very straightforward. Now what is expected is very clear. The procedures, what needs to be done, the forms that we need to fill, and what documents are required. The whole process was very clear.
Yeah, actually, I think it's efficient. Yeah, that Singapore is efficient.
The immigration office, even the forms, everything is clearly stated. I think everything is very well organized. I think the important is the process itself is very transparent.
Submitting my application to the ICA is rather fast and then very efficient, and then it took me less than 2 weeks' time to finish everything.
The ICA staff there is friendly and they're helpful.
A lot of things prior to the application, actually I do able to access a lot of information via internet.
The people that I dealt with at the immigration office that processed my citizenship was really polite when they step through the steps of what I need to do pretty clearly and explain to me what needs to be done, right? And at this stage, they were friendly and they were very helpful.
Singapore is the education system, and also the government's policy is more outwards and more well connected to the other part of the world.
We felt really welcome.
I would like to say thank you. Thanks for letting me become a Singaporean. Being a Singaporean, I can learn a lot of things.
This country is very wonderful to me.
The fact being that the government seriously take care of the people.
This country is very safe, very clean, and there's a law protecting us here, so I think it's a good choice for me to settle down here.
So to me, Singapore is a very dynamic and very stable place.
So the 2 years of NS life brought me closer to Singapore actually, because I met a lot of other friends that I would never met during my normal life.
Singapore government is not corrupt.
I'm accustomed to the Singapore system.
And throughout the national service, I enjoyed my life there.
I kind of felt that I have a sense of belonging in Singapore more than in any other countries.
In terms of securities, in terms of the social, in terms of everything is very organized.
I've already got my citizenship.
Singapore is constantly growing and I want to be part of the growth.
I consider Singapore to be my one and only home.
I'm proud to be a Singaporean.
I particularly like the political system here.
I have 2 daughters. I need them living in a very safe and clean country.
I'm lucky and proud that I finally get my citizenship.
It's good that it actually finally feels official.
Singapore is the best place I can stay on.
So previously I'm thinking I live in a foreign country, but now I think I live in my own country.
I met my wife, a Singaporean, then we say I have a family in Singapore. So everything just go naturally.
And in Singapore, people work hard, we achieve.
Thank you to Singapore that welcomed me to be here. Yes, and yes, thank you.